Class 12. This is the third video clipping of the chapter Sexual Reproduction in Flowering Plants, and the last one. Here we will discuss about pollination. What is pollination? It is the transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma of the flower. Flower may be the same one, or other flowers belonging to the same plant, or different flowers belonging to different plants. So accordingly, pollination is of two types: self-pollination and cross-pollination. Self-pollination is transfer of pollen grains from the anther to the stigma within the same flower, or from one flower to another flower belonging to the same plant. Self-pollination is again of four different types: autogamy, when pollination takes place within the same flower; geitonogamy, where pollination occurs between different flowers but they are present in the same plant; cleistogamy, when pollination occurs inside flowers that are closed, example oxalis flowers; and chasmogamy, where pollination occurs in flowers that are open. So four different types of self-pollination. And the next one, cross-pollination, which is also known as xenogamy or allogamy, where transfer of pollen grains occur from the anther to the stigma of different flowers present in different plants, but of the same species. And hence, cross-pollination depends on some abiotic and biotic pollinating agents. Abiotic agents are wind. So wind pollinated flowers are called anemophilous flowers, and water. So water pollinated flowers are called hydrophilous flowers. Wind pollinated or anemophilous flowers are inconspicuous. They are not showy or bright. They are devoid of fragrance and nectar, but they produce a large amount of pollen grains, so that even if some are wasted, others can be used for pollination. And for hydrophilous flowers, that means flowers which are pollinated by water, here the flowers are also, they need not be brightly colored. They are pollinated through water, so they are lighter, and they are mainly characterized by floral envelopes, which are highly reduced or even absent. These are commonly found in plants like Hydrilla, Vallisneria. These flowers are not very colorful or bright, neither do they have any fragrance. Now, let's come to biotic agencies. That means agencies that include living organisms. Flowers that are pollinated by insects are called entomophilous flowers. Those which are pollinated by birds are called ornithophilous flowers, and the one which are pollinated by animals are called zoophilous flowers. According to the scope of syllabus, you have anemophilous, hydrophilous, and entomophilous. In details, you need to know the characteristics of such flowers. So entomophilous flowers, flowers which are pollinated by insects, they need to be large, showy, brightly colored, so that they can attract birds and insects, mostly insects, for pollination. These flowers have nectar. They have sticky pollen grains. The stigma is also sticky, and they give a very good fragrance also to attract the insects. So abiotic agencies and biotic agencies both help in the process of cross-pollination. So here we come to the end of the topic pollination, and hence we come to the end of the chapter Sexual Reproduction in Flowering Plants. We had the first clipping on microsporogenesis, megasporogenesis, and double fertilization. Second clipping on fruits and seeds, and the last one on pollination. Thank you.